are jumping each other's backs to present new proposals and laws with the only intent of scaring refugees and abandon them to terrible fates. They use their political energy to separate families by denying family reunification for up to 3 years. 3 years! Imagine living without your family, your children, in 3 years. All the while you know that every day that passes increases the risk that you will never see them again. They use their political energy to seize the personal belongings of refugees, and they use their political energy with experiments of placing refugees in tent camps. They do everything they can to impoverish and degrade people that flee. It is our duty and our right to protest against that. We are also here today to protest the carrier sanctions and border control between our nations. When the Danish Prime Minister on Monday introduced the temporary border control, it was with reference to his belief that we are in a situation unparalleled in history and that the flow of refugees to Denmark is so huge that we are already unable to handle it. That is not true. When the war was raging in the Balkans, we opened our doors to the fleeing families. At that time, we saw refugees coming to Denmark in greater numbers than we see today. And yet, we managed to integrate the new Danish citizens without undermining the Danish welfare state. Citizens who today are our friends, colleagues, husbands, and wives. Border controls and carrier sanctions proves only one thing. It proves that our politicians are willing to turn their backs on the thousands of refugees that are fleeing without papers. It proves that they are willing to push them out on far more dangerous routes than we can imagine. Push them in the dinghies in spite of the winter cold waters and huddle them in containers as if they were cattle. While carrier sanctions is demonstrating that our politicians are willing to wipe off their political responsibility onto private companies, the border controls are demonstrating their cynicism. We have to remember where the true human tragedy is unfolding. It is unfolding not in Denmark, as our government would like us to believe. It is unfolding in Syria and in the surrounding region. What we are seeing is not a refugee crisis. It is a political crisis. It is a crisis of values that demonstrate that the empathy, the willingness and courage to find doable solutions together is not present. Everyone is pushing the responsibility onto their neighbor, but the fact is that no one can succeed alone. Denmark is unfortunately the villain in this unequal equation. We point our fingers when Sweden is trying to take responsibility, and we point our fingers when they capitulate. And then we follow suit and tighten the grip even further. And that, my friends, is why we're here today. For we will not give in. No. will not be the last. Today, we are gathered to strengthen our movement across borders and across our nations. Have a lovely protest.
Okay, thank you, Sam. Now we're going to start our action, and it's going to run like this. We're going to go down there, and then when you're going to meet the airport security. No, not the airport security, the DSB security, and then you're going to say, I refuse to show my identification papers, and then you're going to get rejected, and then you're going to go up again and get back in line and repeat. That's how the action's going to work. If at any point security or police try to do something pushy or annoying, we're in dialogue with them and we are persuading them not to do anything. But should anything happen, the response is to sit down and hold on to each other and let anyone who don't want to be part of the situation leave. All right, got it? We are handing out some flyers, which is an asylum for. You can try to seek asylum in Sweden if you want to here, and you can see how well it goes with the Danish DSB security, because that's the whole problem with the pushing the responsibility away from your own borders. So yeah, let's get cracking and have a nice action.